often think that mental health breakdowns sound like this.
I'm emotionally stressed. I'm emotionally downcast. I am so confused of all about life.
But in reality, they can sound like this. Don't make assumptions that people are okay just because they laugh and they smile. Everyone is going through something. Check on your friends and be kind to everyone else.
This message is reaching you from Diamond 88.7 FM Ilorin.
And in the headlines, Kwara APC elders caucus agreed to the zoning of the 2027 governorship ticket to Kwara North. UITH doctors joined their counterparts across the country to embark on 5-day strike over unmet demands. Ondo government to transfer the Unimed Teaching Hospital to Futa. Moving on to the foreign and South Sudan vice president charged with murder and treason. In the world of the business news, Dangote refineries reduces full price. Moving on to the world of entertainment, Hilda Bassi kicks off Guinness World Records attempt for largest pot of jollof rice. And moving on to the world of sports, Super Eagles defender Olayin ruled out for 3 months after picking up injury during World Cup qualifiers. Good evening and thanks for joining us for the news across the world on Diamond 87 FM Ilorin. And I am Precious Afolabi D. You can listen to us via website www.diamondfm.net or watch us live on Facebook at Diamond 87 FM. You can also download the app on Google Play Store, Diamond 887 FM. We'll bring you details of the news after this short break, please. We'll be right back.
They never sabi anything. Now we get this town and city and we go burn and down as long as say you they give us better money. Nothing consign us. Just give us the change and we go scatter ground.
Young man, wait, stop and think. Why cut your life short, following evil orders from unpatriotic elements? Ask yourself, would they put their own children in these dangerous situations? Is it worth the shame, pain, and disgrace to your family, friends, and loved ones? Think about it and say no to being used to disrupt the peace.
This message is reaching you from Diamond 88.7 FM Ilorin.
Welcome back. Now the news in detail. The associations of the resident doctor University of Ilorin Teaching Hospital ARD-UITH today joins their counterparts across the country in embarking on the 5-day warning strike to advocate for improved condition in the health sector. The President Associations of Resident Doctor University of Ilorin Teaching Hospital, Dr. Mariam Shiro, said that the actions align with the ongoing efforts by the national body to engage the federal government, as she explains that those efforts focus on addressing long-standing issues affecting resident doctors across the country. As she acknowledged the government's previous engagements, including several meetings and the inaugurations of the committee, but noted that progress had been limited. Shero also emphasized the importance of the timely actions to retain medical professionals in the country and reduce the ongoing brain drain. Moving on, the elders caucus of All Progressive Congress APC in Kwara State have unanimously resolved that the 2027 governorship tickets of the ruling party should go to Kwara North Senatorial District in the interest of fair play, equity, and justice. The chairman of the All Progressive Congress APC Elders Caucus, Barrister Kunle Suleiman, who was flanked by other members during a press conference in Ilorin today, said that the Kwara Central and Kwara South spent 20 years and 8 years, respectively, as governor in the state. Suleiman, who commended Governor Abdulrazak for making them proud with his great performances across the state, also commended President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for setting Nigeria on a recovery course from her dwelling economy. On the ongoing continuous voters registrations by the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC), the Elders Caucus appeals to Kwarans of voting age who are yet to register to take advantage of the ongoing registration to register and obtain their voters card, so they vote for the candidates of their choice during the next general election. Moving on, the National Orientation Agency, NOAA, has brought its national sensitization campaign to the heart of Ilorin, staging a vibrant roadshow to directly engage citizens on critical national programs and values. The initiative was focused on promoting the government's renewal agenda, security consciousness, flood mitigation, and crucially steering the youth away from the social vices. The processions commenced as the NOAA State Headquarters in the Federal Secretariat, winding through key cities, artistry, including Maraba, Muritala Muhammad Way, Saboke, Ofa Road, and Fate Road and GRA. Addressing crowds at the Maraba Motor Park, the NOAA North Central Zoning Director, Princess Dr. Priscilla Gondwela, stated that the campaign's goal is to foster citizens' partnership in national development. The zonal director also called on the unregistered voters to obtain their permanent voters card (PVCs), underscoring that participation in election is the key to shaping governance. The Oyo State government has officially banned sign-out celebrations by the final year students in all public and private schools across the state. The directors, following the reports of misconduct, violence, and public disturbances linked to such events, Commissioner for Education, Science and Technology, Olusegun Olayiwola, announced the decisions during the 2025-2026 pre-resumptions meeting with secondary school primaries held at Lagelu Grammar School, Ibadan. Olayiwola also reiterated the enforcement of the existing ban on mobile phones used by the students, noting that the devices distract from learning, expose students to non-educational content, and contribute to cyberbullying and misconduct. He commended the principals for their commitment to shaping young minds, while cautioning against unauthorized levies or illegal fees that will hinder access to education. The Ondo State government has given its nod for transfer of the University of Medical Science UNIMED Teaching Hospital Complex in Akure to the Federal University of Technology Akure, FUTA. The move will allow UNIMED to serve as FUTA College of Medicine and Teaching Hospital following President Bola Ahmed Tinubu approval for FUTA to establish the facility. The decision was reached as the State Executive Council (SEC) meeting presided over by Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa in Akure. Addressing journalists after the meeting in Akure, the State Commissioner for Health, Banjie Ajaka, explains that the move following President Bola Ahmed Tinubu approval for FUTA to establish a College of Medicines and Teaching Hospital. Ajaka, a medical doctor, said that the Akure Hospital complex would now seized by the federal government to serve as FUTA's main medical sciences facilities. Katsina State Governor Diko Rada has stated that persistent security and the need for careful planning were main reason while a handful of his campaign pledges have not been completed. Speaking while hosting a delegation from the Sabua local government area of Government House, Katsina, Governor Rada explains that violent attack in some of the rural areas have slowed key infrastructure projects, including the 18.9 billion naira Sabua Tashabawa Road, as he added that the remaining project required stable security and through designs to avoid the failures of the past government, rather assures the residents one piece effort with the repentant bandit taking firm hold, as the delay project will move forward and his administration would deliver on every commitment. The news across the world is reaching you from Diamond 887 FM Ilorin. We'll go on a break now. When we return, we'll bring you news from sports, entertainment, and business news. Please stay with us.
Follow us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Diamond887FM. Diamond FM, shining supreme.
You're still listening to the news across the world, reaching you from Diamond 887 FM in Ilorin, and we'll say you're welcome. Now we'll move to the foreign scene. The South Sudan Forced Vice President Riek Machar has been charged with murder, treason, and crimes against humanity in a move that some fears could reignite the country's civil war. Justice Minister Joseph Gang Akesh says that the charges against the workers related to an attack in March by a militias allegedly linked to the vice president, which killed 250 soldiers and a general. March's spokesperson has condemned the move as a political witch hunt, as the road leading to marches out in the capital, Juba, have been blocked by the tank and the soldiers. Forces loyal to the marcher fought a 5-year civil war against those backing the president Salva Kiir until a 2018 peace and deal ended fighting in the world's newest country. Still on the foreign scene, the Nepal former Chief Justice Sushila Kaki has become the next Prime Minister and be sworn in later today, as the President's office today, after deadly protests, outlawed the government. Kaki, 73, was Nepal first woman's Chief Justice and has spoken out about the ingrained corruptions in the country. The Himalayan nations of 30 million people was flung into chaos, this after the security force tried to crush the rallies by young anti-corruption protesters, culminating the widespread violence on Thursday. At least 51 people were killed in the worst violations and violence since which the hands of the civil war and abolitions of the monarchy in 2008. And now moving to the world of business news.
BAM Business News.
Moving on to the business news, Dangote Refineries has reduced its premium motor spirit retail price nationwide. The refinery said it's the news gantry price in 220 naira per litre, the same price announced last month. The company, which is currently in face-off with the Nigerian Union of Petroleum and the Natural Gas Workers, NUPENG, disclosed these in a fresh price template released by Dangote Group on its X account. With the news price template in Lagos, Oyo, Ogun, Ondo, and Ekiti, Dangote Refineries petrol retail price stand at 841 naira from 860 naira per litre. In Abuja, Delta, Rivers, and Kwara states, the largest African refineries retail price is 851 naira, down from 855 per litre. And now moving on to the entertainment news.
Diamond FM Entertainment News.
Entertainment news today, celebrity chef Hilda Bassi has officially kicked off a quest to set a new Guinness World of Record for cooking the world's largest pot of jollof rice, aiming at 250 bags of rice. The record-breaking cook, who gained global recognition in 2023 after smashing the records for the longest cook marathon, launched the ambitious attempts in a hotel Lagos before a lively crowd of her fan supporters. Before the cooking commenced, Hilda and her mother were seen praying together, asking for divine strength, protections, and endurance throughout the process. The event, which was initially planned for Muri Okwala Park, was moved to Eko Hotel due to the overwhelming interest, with over 20,000 people registering to attend. And moving on to the world of sports.
Diamond FM Sports News.
Sport news today, Super Eagles defender Olaino has been ruled out of actions for 3 months after picking up an injury during the World Cup qualifying match against the Bafana of South Africa. Aina was forced off in the 10th minute of Nigerian World Cup qualifying clash against South Africa on Tuesday after sustaining an injury. Subsequent scans carried out in conjunction with the Northern Armed Forces medical team reveals that the versatile fullback will be sidelined until early December at the earliest, as the new has been a heavy blow for the head coach Eric Chell, who is already dealing with the injuries to several key players. Aina has been one of the Super Eagles' most consistent performer, featuring in every minute of the Nottingham Forest Premier League campaign so far this season. Still on the water sport, the Confederations of African Football (CAF) has celebrated 100 days to start of the 2025 African Cup of Nations. Morocco will host the biennial competitions for the first time in 37 years. The North Africa hosted the AFCON for the first time in 1988. Morocco 2025 will bring together passionate fans from across the continent and also showcase African football to the rest of the world. 24 countries will participate in the competitions, with will run from December 24th, 2025 to January 16th, 2026. The final will be played in the 9 stadium across the 6 cities: Rabat, Calabaska, Fez, Tega, Makkah, and the Agder. And with that, we have come to the end of the news across the world. Before we go, here are the recaps of the major highlights. APC elder caucus agreed to the zoning of 2027 governorship ticket to Kwara North. UITH doctors joined their counterparts across the country to embark on 5-day strikes over unmet demands. Ondo government transfer Unimed to teaching hospital to Futa. And on the foreign scene, the South Sudan vice president charged with murder and treason. The world of business, Dangote refineries reduces fuel price. And in the entertainment news, Hilda Basi kicks off Guinness World Records attempt for largest port of jollof rice. And lastly, in the world of sports, Super Eagles defender Olaino ruled out for 3 months after picking up injury during World Cup qualifier. And segment, do you know on this day in 1974, a group of Ethiopian soldiers called the Derg staged a coup that removed Emperor Haile Selassie from power. If you don't know now, you know. You can kindly contact Diamond FM News for any events or news on this number 916 062 7526. My name is Precious Afolabi, as the news was edited by Abiodun Akinwumi.
For up-to-date news reported across the globe, be rest assured you're on the right radio dial. Diamond 88.7 FM Ilorin, your shining supreme station.